It's another week and another plan with me. This is Betsy from Sticky Mix, and this week I am using my hourly planner, my Hustle Hard Girl planner, with this kit from Little Miss Paperie, and it was given to me by my friend Linda. It's formatted for the Erin Condren, but whatevs, I'm going to use it for this one. Comes with two types of date covers. I think I was staring at it in admiration because most of the time kits do not come with two types of date covers, so it's nice that you could split this kit between 2 weeks, or you can just pick your favorite design of date covers or whatever. So as we go through these sheets, I'm sure I don't need to identify these stickers. Little things. There, I did it anyway. Lots of little things, lots of washi strips and more headers and a Bill Do sticker and little icons and more icons and TVs and all kinds of text stickers and stuff. But you know, not gonna lie, I am not a fan of the panties. I am sorry, but that's, to me, it's just, I'm old school. Like, I don't hang my laundry out to dry where people can see it. I don't want pink panties in my planner either, but that's just me. If I'm going to use washi, then I'm going to use this blue polka dot washi, because when you peel it out, whoa, like some animal chewed it or something, I don't know. But I thought the blue went pretty well with that blue, that light blue. Yeah, but now that I know the dog has chewed it or something, maybe that's not going to happen. So anyway, removing my pages ever so carefully as to not rip them. And gonna sweep that off to the side and get this thing started. First, just putting the date dots on the date covers so that it'll be easier. And you may have noticed I started with Sunday first. Why so? It is because at the time that I switched to planning with Sunday first, I had my work days on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, so it just made more sense to be able to flip my planner in half and see all of my work days in one go, you know. But now that I've gotten a second job, hooray! This is not really going to be the case anymore, but I think it was just force of habit that I started with Sunday. So I may go back to Monday, what do you call it? Schedules, like starting with Monday, but I don't know yet. I'm not exactly sure with my new job if their work week technically starts on Monday or Sunday. I kind of think it's Monday. So yeah, this may be changed back to Monday starting weeks, but for now, not gonna happen. So I'm putting the washi tape on top, and I'm not sure why, but it's a little too long. I always thought that the Happy Planner had a longer, or I guess I should say wider washi area than the Erin Condren did, but maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, got those all done on top, and then on the sidebar, nobody uses that calendar. Does anybody use that calendar? I never use that calendar, so I needed to find a way to cover it up. And the stickers just like barely covered up the numbers, so that was good. And then going to put that half box on top so that I can give myself some words for the week, and then covered up more of that text with a this week header. And got out probably a write-in tracker after that. No, just a checklist box. What? I shock myself sometimes. And then a little thing sticker, covering up one of the ones that I knew I would not use with a little trash can icon. And then cut down some washi so that I didn't have the same colors like right up against each other, you know? So I just did that little strip of teal and then put down that blue little things with the pink trash can so that I could track my goodbye things as I say goodbye to my things. If you don't know what Goodbye Things is, it's this audiobook that I listened to, and it changed my life just listening to it. So now I'm trying to become a minimalist. That's what's going on there. Walking Tika every day of the week. And then I found a trash can that wasn't pink. Hooray! Because for those of you who don't know, pink is my least favorite color in the universe. So anytime I can get away from the pink, I do. I run like mad. Then putting down some of my own stickers. These are available in my store. They have wash, dry, fold, and away for tracking what phase of laundry you're at. I find it very helpful because, you know, if I don't have that sticker, then I'm just going to leave the laundry in the washing machine and forget about it. Or leave it in the dryer and forget about it. Or it's going to stay in the basket and never get folded, you know. That's how I am, so I made a sticker to help with that. Wanted to split those up, so I repositioned everything so I could give my laundry stickers a little bit more room and fill up the sidebar properly all the way to the bottom. There we go. It's a little empty looking, but that's okay. And use a little hanger sticker so that I just know that this is like laundry related. This week, I want to try to work on my bronze sculpture of Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine, but that probably won't happen. Also my plan with me, obviously, which I am getting done because you're watching it right now. And then putting down some heart checklist flags on the priority space of this planner, because I can't just say like, oh, I have 3 priorities today. No, I need next actions. I've been trying to get the getting things done process more into my planning style, so I want lots of space to put all my next actions. Gonna try, okay, gonna try. And then to clean this week. Sheets, dog bed, desk, table, floor, bathroom. Build my armature for my sculpture demo in class. Gonna try to draw daily because I'm trying to get the kids to understand, like, a sketchbook is not where you put your most beautiful drawings. It's like where you just practice, where you just have the freedom to draw whatever you want and just whatever mess up, leave them half finished, doesn't matter because it's your sketchbook. It's just a sketch. Like, don't worry about it, okay? But so far I haven't kept up my own sketchbook enough to lead by example, so that needs to change. I want to block out the time where I am at art class, so I cut down a full box so that it will go from about 3:15 to 7, because by the time I include my driving time back and forth, like that's the chunk of time that it actually takes. I used some little thing stickers that I knew I would not be using as like quarter boxes basically, so that I could then just cover them up with some of the dots that came with this kit and then write in the times of my classes and not have to use other stickers that could be used for other things. So there I go, writing in the times and the classes that we're doing: Sculpting Aang, Fan Favorites, Voltron, drawing Lance, and Haikyuu. We're drawing Tanaka. Although, oh my gosh, I made a mistake with Tanaka. He's one of those characters that's a little crass, and I didn't realize that in his model sheet, which is where the animators like show him from front, side, back, so they know how to draw him, in one of his poses, he's, like raising his middle finger and flipping you off, right? And I didn't know, and I just like, okay, kids, we're going to draw this guy, and then I saw that and I was like, whoa, nope, we're not going to draw that one. It's just like, oh dear. So yeah, I was not prepared. I finally decided that my words for the week were welcome to the real job world, because for those of you who watched last week, I got my second part-time job. Woohoo! So I started my training this week. Didn't want to share your work down there at the bottom, so I just covered it with some coordinated washi strip. Payday, kind of, because my grant check for the series of art workshops that I wanted to do finally arrived, and I deposited that thing. Boom. And it's interesting to get paid for like 6 months of work just all at once. Like, here you go. And I'm going to probably just put all that money on my student loans, and then I'm just going to have to work it off for the next 6 months. Putting in the activities that I did: exercising, walking my dog, breakfast and video games, voice over for like 2 hours there. And then, because I mess up a lot, okay? Like, I know it sounds so perfect when I put these videos up, but trade secret here. No, I have to do this over and over a lot of times. And then at 3 p.m. lunch and video games. We had leftovers for dinner. I think Sunday I was kind of like enjoying my last day of freedom because I knew I had to start my training the next day, so I was just like living the life because I was not going to be able to live it much longer. And then I remembered, oh yeah, there's dinner stickers, so then I wrote down leftovers by one of the utensils. On Monday, I walked Tika? How did I walk Tika on Monday? I thought I went to work on Monday. Did I not? That's weird. Okay, anyway, this must be a different week than what I'm thinking of. So I did walk my dog, and I planned, and I was working on my Plan With Me video. And lunch and video games again. Oh yeah, this was the week before I started my training, I think. We'll see. I took a shower and bath. No, I cleaned. There we go. Yeah, makes sense here. I cleaned the bathroom and the shower. And then at 2 p.m., computer, digital tidy. Oh yeah, I got rid of all the extra stuff in my downloads. You know how just like randomly you'll download stuff and then it just gets all cluttered in there? So I cleaned out my entire downloads folder. And then surprise, a friend of mine who is moving away soon wanted to hang out and invited me to go have a bite at The Habit, which is like a burger diner place, but they also have salads. And then we went to see The Post with Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. And then that was my first diet temptation, because obviously we were at a burger place and I'm not supposed to eat bread because I'm on a low carb diet. So I just gritted my teeth and got a salad instead, even though it felt super weird to get a salad at a burger place, and it was like twice as expensive as her burger, and she was gracious enough to pay, and I felt bad, but you know, that's what I think more diets need to take into account. Like, train me how to deal with the, you know, the social situation, so that I'm not on these hang-ups of like, you know, somebody's treating me. I don't want them to have to pay double for my meal just because I'm on a special diet, you know, stuff like that. I don't know. It's just, it gets kind of crazy when you're on a specialized diet and trying to hang out with people. I feel like I need some kind of disclaimer just pasted on my forehead. It just says like, I'm sorry, but I can't eat the cheap food. Anyway, on Tuesday, I had a lavender session. The Lavenders is what my friend and I call ourselves when we're making music together. And it was super fun, and I didn't get a whole lot done, but it was fun just picking up my guitar again and kind of plucking some notes and stuff, so that was fun. Then I had grocery duty afterwards, picking up all the groceries. Had some downtime of lunch and video games when I got home, and then I made some diet bagels, and I helped with dinner. These diet bagels are a little bit misleading because my sister and I are on the ketogenic diet temporarily just to try to get ourselves off of our sugar addictions. And so with ketogenic, like, you're allowed all the dairy of the universe. And so these bagels are basically just a hunk of mozzarella cheese that gets melted down. And then you add in a little bit of baking powder and a little bit of almond flour and then bake them. And that's your, like, quote unquote bread. And it's very similar to bread, but it's a greasy bread, as you probably imagine. I don't know why, but I wrote clean bathroom again after I already wrote it on the to clean side. And I think where I got messed up is that I didn't get to clean the bathroom last week, I think. And so I had to clean it like this week just to make up for last week. Plus, I'm supposed to clean the bathroom this week. Does that make sense? I don't know. This week, some Chipotle things as I get my food handler certificate and my uniform and stuff like that. And also I need to read the employee handbook and set up my payment preferences and all that stuff, give them documentation that I'm legal to work in America, and get my non-slip shoes and blah, 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 blah. Got all that stuff except for the hat. And then also needed to purchase the food handling course and then watch all 5 modules, which were quite long, and do the test and print the certificate on Wednesday. Putting down the half box because we all know I'm not waking up at 7 a.m. And put a little computer icon to show that I was studying the food handling course bright and early in the morning. And then I had to prep for art class also and get ready for sculpting and stuff later that day. I had a breakfast break at 10, and then at 11 continued to prep for class. I think I was making reference sheets so that they would know what the character looks like before we got to the clay. And then at 12, kind of, looks like I'm having trouble figuring out where to put that. Let's put a car. Oh yeah, at 12 I got a call from my manager and she said that my uniform was ready to pick up, so I went and picked that up. And then at 1 p.m, lunch and video game break. And then more class prep because I had to say, or like I said, I had to go and teach how to start a sculpture of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then we also did fan favorites. And training starts Sunday, don't forget. And then put down that cute little teal doodly half box. We walked Tika at 8 o'clock, and we also walked Tika the other day, so I went back and wrote that in. Studying my food course hardcore because I wanted to get that out of the way. So yeah, it took, what, 2 hours? 3 hours. 3 hours to watch the entire thing and then take the test. And I passed with 95%, correct? I kind of wish that once you pass, they would show you what you got wrong. I mean, I have a pretty good idea that mostly what I got wrong was when you're trying to identify if a good food handling practice is good hygiene, or is it good food sanitation, or, you know, something like that. So they'll say like, okay, you accidentally get yourself cut at work. You put, you know, you cleanse it and cleanse the wound, you put a Band-Aid on it, you put the protective covering on it, you put on your plastic gloves, blah, blah, blah. Like, what is that? Is that good food sanitation, or is that good hygiene? Both? I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure those are the only ones that I got wrong. But like I say, I wish they'd let me know so I would know. I learned so much about food handling and food preservation. Gosh, like I didn't know they were going to go so deep into like exact temperatures of keeping food. Like I understand now because I didn't realize that they take the temperature of the food all the time. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and uh-oh, tummy not good. My tummy was feeling a little not on point, you know? So then I just wanted to keep an eye out on it because obviously I can't go to work if I have, you know, like fever and diarrhea or, you know, snot coming out of my nose or something like that. Like obviously the gross stuff when you're handling food, that cannot happen. So I just put a note that even though I wasn't totally sick, I wasn't totally well either. Used the little things for walking Tika and had to get ready for class. We're doing Voltron. Also played some video games up there and packed orders. And I had to prep a handout on drawing legs with a lance. So I did that. Then of course, at night, fish cakes and Running Man because I didn't have room for both the dinner little things and the TV little things. So just smushed it into one. Another half box. And on Saturday, I filmed. Yes, I did. I did film. Oh, and I also paid my sister back for the phone that I just bought. Still need to get a haircut, man. And wash the uniform shirts and buy socks and buy winter pajamas. I don't think any of that has happened. Oh, I washed the uniform shirts, obviously, because I wore them, but, you know. So yeah, just writing down more next actions that I need to take this week. Washed a lot of Tika's stuff, give her flea medication, post my cat's playing with me, that happened last week. And then walk Tika at 9. Because it's cold in the morning, so sometimes I look out my window at 8 o'clock, and if the weather is not great, I'm just like, forget it, we are waiting until 9. Some me time. I thought I was going to draw. That did not happen. So all this effort that I'm putting into making this look pretty is for nothing. My goodness. Then, lunch and video games at 12. And one thing that the hourly does teach you is how much time you spend on things. Like, gosh, I play a lot of video games. $500, boom. That's because, like at the beginning of the week, you saw that I got my grant check and I was talking about how I get paid all up front. So I decided let's just smack that whole bunch of money right on the student loans. I wanted to celebrate it with a half box. And then around, what, 4:30ish, I put down a little sticker for cooking because it was my turn to cook dinner. I forget what I made, but I'm sure it was edible. And then, of course, watching with the family some Running Man because they are hooked on it now. Well, at least most of my family. My dad's actually hooked on Terrace House right now, but the rest of us are watching Running Man. And then, the afternoon, 1, 2, and 3 p.m., what did I do? Something big, apparently. Oh, yeah, I was just working on all kinds of computer-related stuff. So I just put that little icon from Happy Dia stickers. I did all of my laundry, just kind of checking off the things that I did this week before wrapping this video up. And there we go. So let's take a little review, shall we? On the sidebar, welcome to the real world job. This week I did everything except Florence. Aw. Goodbye things was a fail. That failed hard. I did not do any goodbye things, but I did walk Tika every single day and did all of my laundry. That was good. Did those 2 things. And did not clean everything I was supposed to, but oh well. On Sunday, got that grant check deposited, walked Tika, did my exercises, did my voiceovers, yeah. Yeah, hourly planners, I think they really do help to show you that there is not a lot that you can do in the day, honestly. It's like your hours are limited. It's such a small place in your planner, you know, to put down all the things that go on in a day. And like I mentioned before too, that like it shows you like, wow, I watch a lot of TV and I play a lot of video games, and maybe that needs to change. Did not get around to doing some of the things that I needed to do, especially where Tika was concerned, poor girl. My dog needs to have that bath and have her nails trimmed. Again, like the bath is hard because it's so cold. Like, how am I going to dry her? Because she's scared of a hairdryer. So she has to air dry basically, but it's so cold lately that I just keep putting it off. Did those things though, and then I got my food handler certificate and did art meat and made diet bagels and vegetarian lasagna and all that stuff. And then Friday, survived the art classes there. $500 boom on my student loans, and cooked dinner. Been running man. The end. Open it back up just so you can see what the looks like as a whole. Ta-da! Still looks a little empty. I should have filled up that checklist with something. But yeah, that's what it looks like, and let's take a look at the stickers that are left over. Obviously another set of date covers and dots and some headers left. Mostly did not use the pink ones, and lots of icons left and lots of checkboxes left, and little things and half boxes and a couple of little skinny washies and extra stickers there. And I don't use the weekend banner because, like I said, I don't have a weekend. And some full boxes, so that's what's left. Certainly can use that for another week of planning. And before I go, I would like to say thank you to all of my patrons and some brand new patrons that just joined me recently. Thank you guys so much. If you want to check out what these patrons get for being donators and supporters, you can check it out at patreon.com/stickymix. So that's it for this week. I hope you have a good week, and I will see you again next week.